Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today I've got Yawgmoth Thran Physician for you. And if you are a sacrifice player, Yawgmoth is your historic Brawl commander of choice. It's a highly competitive deck capable of taking on everything in the queues. And it does offer a lot of play. You do get a lot of clicks. There are a lot of clicking. And some of you like that because you did Cat Oven for fun. Freaking weirdos. But this is a pretty good deck for you, and it also includes a lot of sweet combos. You can do some pretty fun things. For example, Metallic Mimic. When something enters, it enters with a +1/+1 counter. Putrid Goblin has Persist. When it comes back from the graveyard, it enters with a -1/-1 counter. Those offset if you have the two of them, letting you sacrifice and give as many card draws and -1/-1 counters to the board as you have life to pay. Ta-da! Add in some more fun with a Pitiless Plunderer, and you get a treasure every time another creature you control dies. That's like 1 billion mana. Ta-da! And you're drawing your deck throughout. So yeah, there's all kinds of fun things you can do with Yawgmoth. Throw in a Sanguine Brushstroke Blood Artist type effect, and the opponent just gets drained out on the spot. So yes, if you are a sacrifice gamer or you just really like making things die for value, there is no better way to do it in Historic Brawl than Yawgmoth Thran Physician, and I am going to demonstrate a lot of the actual nonsense that you can get up to with this deck. A few new printings that are really amazing for this deck include the Weatherlight Completed. This card was just meant to be here this whole time. It's amazing. And of course, getting some boons from the Brothers War. You get like the Springleaf Drum, a really sweet way to make some extra mana. But I also really like in this deck adding Gate to the Afterlife and God Pharaoh's Gift for just a little bit more payoff every single time a creature dies. It's all the nonsense you can handle. Let's dive in. Let the Yawgmoth Thran Physician dirty, nasty, sacrificey nonsense begin. And by the way, you're cool. All right, Muxus. Muxus on the play. We'll keep. We've got the Putrid Goblin. And Yawgmoth can do it. They can beat Muxus. Here's an Inquisition. We take their ramp, or we take their War Chief. It's going to be a few turns before we can kill that War Chief. It's definitely the best card in the hand. They've got another haste enabler in Goro. Spark Harvest is a nice one. So they play the Tome and play Goro. We probably play Black Market Connections because the sooner it's down, the more value you get. They can't Mux us next turn. So if we get down Yawgmoth along with the treasure to use something like an Eaten Alive, they're going to be in big trouble. Then we just have to make sure that their creatures don't have haste when they do play Muxus. They don't want to attack, I don't think. Blast Zone on the field. Draw with Tome. All right, all the things. I'm not afraid of these goblins. Exactly enough for Yawgmoth, unfortunately. We missed the land. But we still play it. All right, they play the Prophecy on the Shapeshifter. It's fine. We still have double -1/-1 on Goro if that's what they use for haste. And we'll see what Muxus holds. But as long as we stop the haste, we should be okay. Whoa! All right, but they... Oh no! Okay, they have a million ways to gain haste. This is just cheating. Yeah, okay, dude. Okay. I guess we want to limit it to one creature, though. That is the best Muxus hit I've ever seen out of Historic Brawl, ever. Eek. I don't know how I'm going to kill all that. Man, if we had hit our land drop. But they don't... Oh, this lost haste. They needed to in response use it, and they didn't. Love that for us. All right, let's get the mana. Let's make the 3-2. We do have to watch our life total here. And we need to play things that make multiple creatures. This is at the beginning of each upkeep. This gets us 2 right now. This gets us 2 immediately. We got a Blood Artist effect. That's pretty good. But we also have a Spark Harvest. All right. Opponent does have this obnoxious little Firebrand, which I should have killed first. What has to die? Muxus? We can block Muxus. Siege Gang. Siege Gang definitely has to die. Alright, they pick off the Artist. That's another trigger. We sacrifice the Artist. That's another trigger. Haste Giver over here. Diabolic Intent. We get the Goat. That can block the Muxus. Kill the Commander. The Siege Gang Commander, not the, total Commander. And we also have to watch out for the Castellan Breath. But 15 life, we're doing okay. Scry to the top. Must be good. Ouch. Yeah, that must be what they kept. So we need to still be able to block the Muxus. So we are only sacrificing one of these. So where do we put the counter? I guess we kill one of the goblins? I can make another one of these for 3 life, so it's an easy block. But I don't even know if I'm going to do that this turn. I think we just do treasure, because we've got a full hand and we need to play it out. If I play a Shambling Gas, make a mana, cast Diabolic Intent, I can meat hook for 3? 3 is not 4. Not only that, you don't really want this back in the command zone. What do we get? Blood on the Snow. Again, we don't really want that thing back in the command zone. I think I just want, like, Blood Artist. Or Shieldred? Shieldred, pretty good. It's all our mana, though. I think I want something cheaper. Don't know if we play it this turn, though. Alright, get the haste enablers off the board. Keep a blocker for Muxus. Just try to run him out of goblins. I mean, if you like killing goblins, and I do, it's one of the features of Yawgmoth for sure. Mind Stone becomes a card. Double attack. Just gonna try to save my life total. They're going after my Mutavault. Okay, this will let me use my blood token if I want to, but I like my hand. Don't think I can do a lot better than having these 3 creatures. All right, that gets a goblin. Pretty good. Running them out of goblins is proving difficult against the goblin deck. Big surprise. I think we'll make the 3/2 now. Oh, if they just kill the Blood Artist and we don't sacrifice anything, that's pretty bad. But still. Something's got to actually fight this fight. And we can get back Woe Strider. Get back Woe Strider and cast Blood Artist. Let's try building out the board first. Phenomancer. Order. Can still play the artist, but I'm just going to pass. The Phenomancer making snakes could be really good. Wait, I control a snake. Stupid shapeshifter. My bad. Why'd I make this? All right, you're the first one to block. Here they come. It's a block. This is a block. Do they have Ember Cleave? Watch out for the castle, so we don't want to block with this. No Ember Cleave yet. Pass. Get a little brush stroke action. You used to gain life from this. Now opponents just lose. Alchemy rebalancing. Nonsense. Alright, just a treasure, please. Life total is scaring me. Recycler, that's pretty fun. Let's get this on the battlefield. Keep the creatures in there. We've got some jutsu we can do on the reanimation side. Cast the Recycler. When it dies or is put into a graveyard, 2 copies of it get put in the graveyard and they have Unearth. So just a neat little way to get more bodies on command. And now, since we'll make a new snake, let's get this Scry on. Cult Conscripts is a good one. All right, we're doing it. We're taking over. I don't plan to block with the Phenomancer, so I'm sending it in. Now the opponent will probably power up this Blast Zone. 3 is an interesting number. Oh, they go to 2. They just want the Blood Artist. Okay. It's a good idea. It is our life gain source. All right, so 2. Just Blood Artist and Recycler. Nothing on their side. So, sack Recycler. Keep you on top. Think I'll keep the goat and just sack the Blood Artist here. Maybe the Conscripts isn't good enough without the Blood Artist, actually. I'm gonna bottom it now. Change my mind. Life gain source necessary. We have Black Market Connection on the battlefield. And the snake. Ooh, they want their Muxus in the command zone? What are they on? They're on 7? I think we'll just block with the goat then for now. Scrying for life gain sources. Gate to the Afterlife. Whenever a non-token creature dies, gain 1 life. Draw a discard. Okay. We'll keep that. That's why it's in the deck. Also, I think it just gets God Pharaoh's Gift right now, which gets back Blood Artist. Awesome. They got a banneret. And treasure. That is what you are. Gate. So this says, sacrifice it, search your library for God Pharaoh's gift, put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Only if you have 6 or more creatures. We do. Fun little 2-card package that we snuck into the deck. Since we really wanted the looting effect for when a creature dies anyway. May as well go ahead and unearth one of these. And Blood Artist, come on back as a 4/4. Much better. Now I think we want to attack our opponent. But they do have this banneret that they can boost up. So we'll just send the recycler. All right, since we're getting a new snake, let's sacrifice the snake. Yes, 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 yes. I feel the combo potential approaching. The exile means that we don't get the Blood Artist trigger, but what the heck. And they scoop it up. Too many lands, too much value. Too awesome. Our opponent is Dr. McNuggets on Tasha. We have the best card in the deck, Nest of Scarabs, except for one problem. They're probably a creatureless deck. And this deck also can't play a Yara on curve, and this hand is just slow. Okay, mulligan. Feels bad, but we got a Yara again, and we got Black Market Connection, and we got earlier plays, so we'll keep it. Hobbling Zombie. Got an alchemy buff. Just 2 mana for a 2/2 death touch that when it dies makes a creature. Pretty awesome. Opponent passes. They might counter the connection, but we still go for it. Excellent. Black Market Connection, the deck, is what this video has been so far. And keep mana open for Yawgmoth here, but we pay all modes when we're aggressive. Send over a zombie. Let's see if a Yarya resolves. You know they're going to start countering things at some point, right? I think we can hold this back. They might have a sweeper. And yep, they're sitting on their counter magic, but Black Market Connection can really put them under enough pressure that we don't have to play our commander to hurt them. We'll just send the Hive. They're gonna bounce the Hive. Honestly, they should take out like a shapeshifter. Like, bouncing the Hive is good when you need tempo, kind of, because then we have to replay a land, but we have to pay more mana into it to activate it than it costs us to play the land. So they should bounce the permanent board presence unless they're going to sweep the board. If they sweep the board, it's fine. They're still holding up counter magic, so you know what they're up to. I'm not even going to use Yawgmoth this game. We're just going to run the Black Market at them. Honestly, our draws haven't been amazing, but that's okay. We're getting where we need to go. Let's play Shieldred. They're going to look at my deck. Good thing they didn't find this blood on the snow. Ooh, they take it. If they sweep here, we have the Awakening. It's gonna put a hurting on them. Oh, but that's the right sweeper. Still, we don't lose anything necessarily. We just rebuild. Also, our black market connection is off the battlefield. If we were worried about the damage from it, we could replay it, but at this point, I don't think we need to. Just playing the Ornithopter here in case they have stuff that makes us sacrifice a creature. Liliana Dreadhorde General comes to mind. They're going to solve the equation for Go for the Throat, deal with Shieldred. But now they're low on mana. They could have Wash Away, though. Never mind, they're going to Duress. They should take the Agadeems. They do. All right, time for Yawg. Since they're all tapped out and stuff. And we'll also play this Hoarder. And now if they mess with our creatures, we're going to draw a whole bunch of cards. We play Tasha, but we have Spark Harvest and Blood on the Snow. But they have a counter spell that they were holding up earlier in the game. Okay, they're going to play Narset. It's interesting. We'll just... interesting play against Blood on the Snow.
No one will home your prowess.
Gambit, sure. Destroy all planeswalkers. Shieldred! Here we go. Got a Cursebound Witch. Now if we attack, it's -1/-1 counter time. But we just need a little bit of damage. In fact, if we get through 2 damage and then they draw, then they're down to 1. So we just need to find 1 more damage. So pretty easy from there. Niv Mizzet. Gross. And we're on the draw. His hand is medium. We don't have any cheap creatures, but we have a Mind Spike and we have a Ghost Form. And both of those can give Niv Mizzet some issues. Okay, we'll try. We should be able to draw into creatures, although we have had games already where I've had some trouble with that. Mind Spike you. Opt, Tails End, reject Chandra the Awakened Inferno. You know what? I'm just taking the opt. I want them to miss land. That's the best way to play against Niv, if you get them to miss some land. And okay, cool. They have a Grim Lavamancer. I like to see that. I like to see that they're playing some kind of a creature. And they don't appear to have a removal spell in hand, so let's play Jadar. Once they have another card in the graveyard, they can kill Jadar, but maybe we'll get the Ghost Form down. Oh, well, snap. That they just drew that. That's great for them. But they did tap out. This lets us get down Kai Ayayar. And next turn we can sacrifice this to draw a card. And we mana screw him. Take the opt, baby. That's how you beat Niv. We are up against Magda. I love destroying dwarves with this deck. We will keep this. Probably turn 2 Spark Harvest the Gutter Bones on the Magda, but if they have a dwarf, they might get a treasure out of it. Whoa! Never mind. Let's go right after their dwarf. How many dwarfs you got? You got a 7 dwarf, they got a Fable. This Vault Robber's pretty good. Honestly, I think we take the 7 dwarves, because I think what they want to do on turn 2 is play the Vault Robber. Normally, you guys would be afraid of Fable, but this isn't standard. Fable's a fine card, but it's not an amazing card. Yeah, they're playing out Magda right away. All right, we play Gutter Bones. We Spark Harvest your precious commander. Out of there. Okay, they missed the land drop. You love to see it. Now we can Phenomancer or Bastion. Or we can play Springleaf Drum Enforcer. Actually, that's better, right? because this means that we can drop Yawgmoth next turn if we absolutely need to, which can protect us against a turn, a Magda the turn after. Sticky Fingers. Now this has Menace, and every time it attacks and hits, they make a treasure. Is it when it deals damage? It is. That means that Yawgmoth can prevent the damage by putting a counter on the robber. All right, they hit the land. They have 4 mana. If they play Magda, though, we can kill it. Professional Facebreaker. That also requires combat damage to be good. So here we go. We're probably hoping we don't see this. But no damage. We could also block and kill it, and they draw a card. They're going to sack the treasure and exile a card. It's a mountain. That probably makes them happy. Might as well kill it. We could let it sit there, but it does have that ability to make treasures from the graveyard. And the opponent's just going to pack it up. They're probably not going to beat Yawgmoth with some critters. All right, we are on the play. And this hand has a lot of cheap awesome in it, so we keep. Do we gas them? We don't have a way to sacrifice gas right away. Let's go Gutter Bones. We're up against Gix, so mono black battle. We're all going to be trying to play some cheap creatures, and we draw Metallic Mimic. Enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter. That's juicy. I kind of want to play it now and name Zombie. But then I don't get my ramp down. Yeah, we're supposed to ramp. +1/+1 counter on the Shambling Ghast is not that big of a deal. Anyway, I'm going in. If they want to trade, cool. We'll get Gutter Bones back sometime. And if they don't have creatures, their Gix isn't very good. All right, they have Jadar. Showdown, but now they can't engage without losing Jadar. I mean, Yawgmoth eats Gix for lunch. I should not say out loud that Yawgmoth eats Gix. We have the Ghost form, we've got the Zombie, we've got the Thrall, we've got the Signet. We're on the draw against Joda. Without removal, we could lose to Joda. But when you lose to Joda because you didn't remove Joda, it's kind of, one, it's on you, and two, it's usually content. They usually do some pretty disgustingly powerful things. Top deck a 1-drop, easy. Also, this is 2 hits, this is 2 hits, and this is 2 hits. So if we have these on the battlefield when we play Yawgmoth, we'll already have enough mana or enough sacrifice to take Joda off the field. Catilda. Catilda. All right, let's go with the Signet. And I'm just going to put the Ghost form on the Shambler because that's 4 hits right there. They've got Oracle. And they've got Scarab God on top of their library. I think I'm just going to clean this up. Yeah, with this hand. We still have enough to kill Joda next turn if that's what they do. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. 1 shot to spare. Scarab God, cool. Kami of Mourning. Oh, that's so much value. Oh, if you haven't seen this, Kami of Mourning, one of those sneaky alchemy cards. So we're gonna play Cursebound Witch, and this says when it enters the battlefield, choose a card under your control or in your graveyard. Again, when a creature you control with greater mana value than this dies, return to the battlefield tapped. So we could go with a witch. Actually, I didn't know I could pick in my graveyard. So I kind of want to pick the Shambler. The witch is fun. I shouldn't have played the witch. I should have played one of these 2-drops, and then I think we would actually go insanely crazy this turn. I'm still gonna pick the witch. I'm mean. All right, counter here. We need a 1-drop creature. Do we have one? We have Cruel Reality. I'll just take the Cauldron for now, and the opponent scoops. So Kami of Mourning, now we sacrifice the Kami and we get back the Witch, and then every time we sack a Goblin or a Carrier Thrall or a Hobbling Zombie, we keep getting back the Witch, because it's perpetual, it stays involved. So it just creates this endless chain. If I hadn't played the Witch at all, and I just played the Kami and chosen the Shambler in the graveyard, I didn't even realize you could pick a card in your graveyard, then we could play like the Putrid Goblin right there and immediately get it back multiple times, and that's amazing. Garruk is a very expensive Planeswalker commander, so I'm expecting a lot of ramp and removal, and we're on the draw. We need to draw land, but this does make a Scion. A Scion can make mana. We've got the Weatherlight. I'll keep this hand, but it's probably a turn 1 Malakir tapped. No Ornithopter just yet. Here comes the ramp. And the opponent is off to the races. We needed that land. That's nice. Still don't think this is a Thoughtseize. In case they have a sacrifice effect, we may as well play out the Ornithopter. Okay, it's their, like, this has been Black Market, the video. It's their turn to have a Black Market connection. Let's get the Weatherlight completed down, and I should have Thoughtseized first for info, but take Thirst. Give them the business. They're having a read on the Weatherlight completed. I mean, come on, you're at 23. Full send. Do it all. You can play Garruk this turn. It's going to be really hard to keep Garruk from ultimating in this matchup. But I guess we can block wolves and sack and make the wolves smaller without killing them. The opponent doesn't appear to have a way to just sacrifice a wolf yet, but I guarantee there's something like that in their deck if Garruk's their commander. So yeah, the way this works is the -6 is an emblem, +3/+3 in trample, and it comes in with 5 loyalty. So we're going to have to get the Weatherlight up to a powerhouse as quickly as possible. And whenever a wolf dies, you put a loyalty counter on Garruk, but there's no +1. Also, if we play out Yawgmoth here, the Garruk can minus to kill the Yawgmoth to draw a card. So that's frustrating. But I think we've got to do it. If we attack here and the opponent blocks, then this goes to 6 and then they ultimate it, and that is a disaster. We don't want that. So we need to work on getting the Weatherlight transformed. We can also replay Yawgmoth next turn if we keep the Scion alive. I think what we want the opponent to do, what we're kind of trying to force them to do, is minusing Garruk to target Yawgmoth. Then the Garruk is lower on loyalty, and maybe we can get Weatherlight completed. It's not like that's great for us, but it's about the best thing we can do. If Weatherlight gets completed and we can start attacking Garruk with it, we're in a much better spot, although I'm sure they probably have cards in green-black to deal with this too. So there's the play. So we go put a counter here, but we don't want to kill these wolves. Maybe they have something else? Nick those? No. No. Our board is going to be pretty empty for way too much in this particular game. Okay, they take action with a Veil of Summer. In response, we haven't cast a spell, so they won't draw. We're just reducing these wolves so that they don't deal too much damage to us. Bone Shards can kill the Garruk. That's awesome. Does that mean we want to get rid of this? I don't think so. I think we still need this to recast Yawgmoth. We just aren't quite doing it next turn. Okay. I think we do. I think we still do this. I think we just want to reduce this wolf because the second resolution won't happen, and we do want to get the Weatherlight as close to completed as we can. And I think we'll find the land to replay Yawgmoth. This is a good sacrifice card, so we'll keep it on top. That will get sacrificed to Bone Shards, and then we'll play a Phenomancer.
Looks like you weren't fit to survive.
And now the Weatherlight is alive, so it can attack Garrick. That's awesome. And we need these lands because we need to replay Yawgmoth someday. Don't... Oh, come on. Oh, they can remove counters from it. I see. Okay. I see you. Now, is killing Garrick even right? They can just play it and make more wolves. And then it has more loyalty. Oh, and they mind spike the Bone Shards. Way to have it all. Okay. You know, good draws happen. Good draws happen. Let's go ahead and play out some toys. I think it's you and you. At least Garrick isn't about to ultimate now. The Black Market Connections also makes wolves, by the way, but it looks like they're afraid to make the shapeshifter. They're actually worried about life total.
You were born for the hunt.
Soren's back. No, Soren was never here, but now it is. Yeah, their hand has been amazing, and it's the kind of this is how you overpower Yawgmoth, Planeswalkers. Like, this is what I'm not great against. That's why I have a lot of these 1-mana ways to sack a creature and remove them. But that Mind Spike was perfectly timed, wasn't it? Absolutely. All right, so killing these is a disaster. If this ever ultimates, we can't beat all this stuff unless we keep their board completely clear of creatures, which is possible. But we definitely replay Yawgmoth, and we try not to put loyalty on Garrick so that they can't just minus the Garrick to kill Yawgmoth. Still, let's see what happens if we, you know, send a little poke. Yeah, they want to trade. All right, we're just going to sacrifice it and put a little counter on the flyer with lifelink here because we get a new one on the upkeep. This really has been Black Market Connections, the video. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Gonna do another... Get that thing down to 0. Try to get our Weatherlight completed in range of going off. They're going to draw a castle. Hey, that's a lot of life. That's more than you pay for your Black Market. That's kind of weird. Okay, we could play... I guess we can't draw this turn. All right, then I'm going to bottom it. We could if we sacrifice the Phenomancer, but I don't think that's good. That's not a good draw. But let's play the Shambler. Keep reducing the power of their creatures. And the Weatherlight can complete and attack Soren maybe next turn. I guess I could have done this all without attacking with the Phenomancer. That would have been better. Okay, we could have had Soren this turn. Oh well. I often think that Weatherlight needs 7 to be a creature, but it only needs 4. It's 7 to start drawing, right? If it has 7 or more, yeah. I just get them twisted. Oh, no draw. They're at 8, so I guess they're worried about it. I mean, while they have Black Market, maybe we can just constrain them on life. They did pay 3 for that castle draw. That's a big deal. Oh, come on now. Oh, the Super Friends. Oh my goodness. The Planeswalkers are too powerful. Well, I guess that's what Weatherlight needs to attack. Harmonize, draw 3. Yeah, why not? But yeah, if you want to beat Yawgmoth, if this video made Yawgmoth look too good, this is how you do it. You go over the top. And now they find removal. That's bodies. I guess we like bodies.
The land fights for us.
It's on the chasm. We are at 8. This steals 5. If I can find a blood artist. Questing beast. I'm at 15. Let's see what they attack with. This might be a spot where you kill the wolves because we might win next turn. Okay, just the questing beast. Do I just take that or do I reduce the questing beast's power? What am I doing with these? I can get 3 counters off here. Yeah, I think I take this and then I try to find the win next turn. This makes us tapped squirrel, right? Okay. Or X is the power. I don't have a way to increase the power. Let's just do 1. Get the squirrel. Get the squirrel untapped. Shambling Ghast? I mean, seems really good in this spot. It's kind of a free activation. And no blocks because of Death Touch. They scoop? So, what? This game was so close. So I can attack for 5. I can get them to 3. They have to black market. That can get them to 2. I needed to find 2 more damage. Did I have it? Not yet. I had to find a blood artist. But, I mean, reasonable. Definitely a thing I can do. It was going to be a pretty long turn. Another thing that we were looking at if we got enough counters on things was proliferating. But proliferating this doesn't increase its power. So yeah, that's going to be the question. Could I find a blood artist? Maybe. Our opponent's playing Basri Ket and we go first, so we'll keep. We got 1, 2, 3 with Kami of the Morning. Could get very entertaining with Stitcher's Supplier. Just see if we can mill ourselves. Basri Ket, a very good mono white commander. I don't think it's as good as Adeline, but it's close. The problem with it is it hits cards like Negate and Spell Pierce, which are really popular in the queue that it runs in. We have Meat Hook Massacre, which should be very good against it. They've got a 1/1 flying Vigilance Angel here. But yeah, we should be all right against a bunch of small white creatures with Yawgmoth, Kami of the Morning, Stitcher's Supplier. We do have some graveyard target and Priest of the Forgotten Gods, but you really want this on a 1-mana card. And then we'll hold it back for the Dauntless attack. They don't even want to see what happens. So next turn we play Yawgmoth. We sacrifice the Kami. We sacrifice the Supplier. Then we sacrifice Kami of Morning. That's 2 activations. Then we sacrifice Blood Artist if we want to. But we get back Supplier and we sacrifice Supplier. Like we can draw 6 cards and kill 6 things. All right, we're up against Joda. This hand has enough lands to play Yawgmoth. A Godpharaoh's Gift that might be dead, but this makes a treasure, so maybe we'll get to it. And a Mind Spike to try to keep them from ramping. Okay then, I'll take the Agadeem's Awakening and try to mana screw them. Timeless Lotus is a very good card, but it's a long ways away. Diabolic Intent to go with the Hoarder. What do I get? Lots of creatures. I get a creature generator, that's what I get. Alright, attack. Is there 1-for-1 mana? Don't think so. Could get Citadel. We're on 25. We haven't had a proper Citadel game. And we have Godpharaoh's Gift. It's kind of wild. We haven't had a Nest of Scarabs game either. There's a lot of cool interactions I'd love to show you guys. Yeah, we'll go for a Scarabs game. See if the opponent's ready for this. I was hoping they just ramp and then play Joda this turn, thinking that we don't have enough creatures to kill it, and then we play Nest of Scarabs. And it's a really cool interaction where basically we have as much draw and as much removal as we have life, and their creatures have toughness. Well, they're going to set up, though. Ooh, the Plunderer. So whenever a creature you control dies, I get a treasure. How exciting. Yeah, they're trying to do it all in one turn. They're trying to create the greatest Joda board of all time. Oh my goodness. I was saying we didn't have a Citadel game. We could also play the God Pharaoh's Gift this turn. I'm going to let them do their thing, and then I'm going to try to Nest of Scarabs to ruin it. That's my plan. I will hold back, though. There might be some haste involved with this turn. Yep. Yep. There's the haste. And they hit off the Cascade. Blow up the Citadel. I am often amazed at what my opponents manage to do in Historic Brawl. Oh, they're not done yet. But they've already got the Amber, so what do they hit? I run Valentin when I run Joda because you can get the 4/4 Lizette. Who wants some? The problem is I have to take this damage, I think. I guess I could block with... Oh, it's a human. Oh, cool. Come at me, bro. No? Protection from humans, baby. They're all humans. All right. You done? This is my turn. Unfortunate. Do we really have to start like this? All I needed was one more creature off the top. I guess I can God Pharaoh's Gift it back. Ooh, I have the Stronghold. Can I just... Okay. No, don't leave! Oh no! I let you do your thing? No! Okay, so let's see. We tap this and we use the treasure to do it. So we save the tower and we make... what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we use the tower. That's 7. We play the God Pharaoh's Gift. And then God Pharaoh's Gift can bring back the Plunderer so that every time we do the cycle... But if we have to sacrifice this, unfortunately, that doesn't work because we need one creature to start the party, just one. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, yeah, we have to go 6, 7. All right. So I wasn't going to have like endless mana, which I really wanted to do with the Pitiless Plunderer, but we are going to kill all of their creatures. We're going to draw a lot of cards. We're going to go to a very low life total. So hopefully somewhere along the way we find a Blood Artist. If we find a Blood Artist, we can just probably drain them out while killing everything. So, yay. And now I'm locked in this game because they conceded with my trigger on the stat.